next thing might be, so we look at the joint, and this is where my willing participant comes into play, right? So if we look at the next one, right? So I want to see, does she have full range of motion? And actually, this is not too bad, right? Full
For
range
a 9-year-old, it's very good.
For a 9-year-old, yeah. So full range of motion, but if I give it a little bit of overpressure, like taking it to the very end range, can you see her just flinch ever so much, right? There.
Yeah.
So end range, so she likely has early degenerative changes in that carpal joint, which at 9 is not uncommon.
Totally expected.
Right. So not only is it looking at the range of motion, but is there pain with the range of motion?
Yeah.
Then I want to go up the whole chain, right? So, what is her elbow like? And I'm sorry, I need to buy a whippet just so I can do these things. So you can see, right? So her elbow's actually pretty good. Okay, I can look at her shoulder. Which way do I need to put her? There. I can look at her shoulder, take her into full extension, come backwards. There we go. Full flexion, right? So I've looked up the chain. Now I'm going to do that with all 4 joints, right? But then the other things I'm going to look at here is, okay, so she's got carpal arthritis. So what are some of the soft tissue things that I might find? And I always find it's really helpful. And I would do this when I was teaching, when I would teach vets, and I once had this, when I was teaching a bunch of vet students at the University of Calgary once, I got them all down on their hands and knees. Actually, I tried to find a picture of it because it was hilarious. Anyway, so it's all these vet students on their hands and knees, and I'm like, okay, now I want you to be lame on your left hind leg. So they all kind of offload that leg. And I said, now I want you to try and take a cookie from your right hip without putting your leg down, right? Well, they can't do it very well. So then you start thinking, well, now if you're lame in your right hind leg, what does that do to your spine, right? Because it makes your spine crooked. So then I start looking for things. So as a physio, then I start looking for things in the spine. I start looking for, posture. How is this dog compensating? And so if we've got a problem with the carpus and they start offloading, so moving their weight more towards the back end, so we might have problems in the lumbar spine. We might have issues, trigger points, let's say, in the thighs, in the front of the thighs. So I start looking at all of those pieces, right? So it's all of the components, because I want to see not just the arthritis in the carpus, but what are the I never get it right where my body is in this frame.
I know.
So what are the compensations that are going on? And in some cases, what are the causations? So might there be some reason, and down. Might there be some reason why she developed arthritis in this carpus?